Hey, what's up? You got Dana here, and this is my Tay Roc versus Charlie Clips rematch review. I gotta say, first things first, this battle was definitely a classic. I enjoyed watching it. I think I watched it maybe 5 times before I really got into like seeing who I scored it towards, because honestly, you can argue it for either side. I definitely have to say that this was really, really, really good. It kind of sucks that the people that paid tickets to see it, not all of them got to see it, but it is what it is. Shit happens. A lot on URLs, so whatever. So let's get into this review. Okay, so Tay Roc starts, and the miss and spin the block line I enjoyed. The RIP a pussy, that's a new birth line I enjoyed. Choke and die, like that since Sue Surf. I like the Mac Apple associative wordplay. I thought was really, really dope. To the pet shop punch, I like that a lot. The abandoned double entendre I thought was nice. The Max B line I liked. The karaoke punch line I thought was light. The randomly spitting open mic thing, I liked it. It was cool. The duck and bear line was cool. I enjoyed that line as well. Taking Roc's paper with a pair of scissors was to me, only because in a game of Rochambeau, scissors beat paper, so that line sort of didn't make sense to me. I mean, I get it, you know, rock, paper, scissors, I get it, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying, you know? The grocery bag market slow it down was a slight reach. Like when he went to slow it down, it was a little bit of a reach, but it was a good line nonetheless. Who's the legend? Beating me is what made you legendary. I like that line, and it's true. If it weren't for that Tay Roc battle, you know, that's what put Charlie on the map. And we didn't really hear too much after that from him, you know, for a while. So it just is what it is. Charlie get the first and the secondary, then DNA get the business like it's hereditary. I really liked that line. I thought it was so tough. His PG scheme was good. The whole Ike and Tina thing was super predictable, but it was cool nonetheless. Whipping out on anyone on the strip that teased me, that was cool. The interstate line was cool. I liked the hatchet accidental thing. I thought that was dope. And the newborn line at the end was sort of predictable, but overall he had a really, really strong first. We get into Charlie's first, and he started with the whole setup about how his grandma was like, nigga, you need to be careful, you might lose to him because he's coming stronger than ever. I mean, it was a great way to start. It was funny. I didn't too much care for it one way or the other. It was more of a performance piece in my opinion. The whole rock through your apartment shit, I liked it, but I gotta say that the wording on the punch was kind of iffy to me. My only issue with the wording was like he could have said something like torn through Little Rock in Arkansas, or like torn in Little Rock like Arkansas, because tearing through Little Rock doesn't make it Arkansas. Little Rock is just the capital of Arkansas. I'm reading into this too much, huh? Y'all probably like, she reading into it. A little wording to make it make more sense would have been nice. Razorback shit, I did like. All of that leading up to it I thought was dope. Even though it felt like a bit of a reach, I love the die before the hook gets delivered. That Snake Dog, I thought that was dope. The red light, remove your disc, like a PS game, I thought was nice. Spread your noodle like PF Chang's. The crowd went crazy, and spread your noodle like PF Chang's. I mean, spread your noodle like ramen. Spread your noodle like Panda Express. Spread your noodle like any Chinese restaurant that ends with an Ang's. Like, it wasn't that deep. Fucking spread your noodle like you spread noodles. Like, what the anyway. It was ass to me. That's pretty much the long and short of that. The 50 cal deuce setup with Young Buck and 50 Cent for the Summer Jam punch I thought was really, really dope. That's probably my favorite line from him in his first round. I liked his PG rebuttals though quite a bit, and they came off like freestyles. If they were freestyles, that was crazy. The Real Deal punch was cold to me. Squeeze a long nose. The whole blackhead shit was just a bad visual to me. Like, nigga, I don't want to envision motherfuckers squeezing blackheads off big noses like that. It was just a bad visual. It wasn't a bad line, it was just a bad visual. And throw rock off the glass like an all-star game was just because you can do that in a regular game. But anyway, scoring that first, I edged it to Roc. I felt like he just had more in the way of really dope lines, so I gave it to Roc. I felt like a bit of that first for Charlie Clips. He spent entirely too much time sort of on that joke tip, and I didn't care for that. We get into round two. Tay Roc's Hershey Kiss line, both times, you know, the double entendre, well, not even double entendre, but like the scheme double entendre with it. I like that. Kind of surf, more than a subtitle to slow it down, I thought was dope. Stitching his caps, fitted embroidery to me was dope. Hit him till Clips slipped on the ground, I thought was dope. I'm trying to put Clips in a casket or hover around, even though that wasn't like a punch or anything. That was just a funny visual, like imagining Charlie Clips, you know, on a hover run. That was just funny to me. How your 5 o'clock shadow, how your 5 o'clock shadow gonna look like after 9, I thought was dope. Chiropractor put us back in line, I thought that was dope. The Charlie Clips spelling his name out shit, I thought was really, really clever. The Skinny Dip Calico shit was alright. The Peter Pan Captain Hook shit was alright. The cannabis, tell this nigga book shit, all of that was cool. Shoot whoever's around Clips, I like that, and everything leading up to it I thought was really, really dope. Kill Charlie so we don't bring his ass back home, I thought that was funny. The way he set that up was super funny. I liked Roc's rebuttal on the whole good ass whipping shit. I thought it was cool that he put, you know, had time to put that in there. And overall, he had a really strong second. We get into Charlie Clips' second round. His intro about Roc joining Die Mob was a little meh to me. Like I said, it gave me the same vibe that Charlie's setup in the first gave me, so I wasn't too keen on that. The hospital room throwback shit, Smack having a Dark Caesar and a little ass beard. The crowd went crazy for that, and I didn't really see why. He's setting up the scene, but it wasn't like some crazy ass line. The prayer was a bit much, and it was super meh. Wasn't no crazy lines in there to me. I did like the whole, if heaven got a ghetto, then I wonder if heaven got a URL. And if heaven got a URL, can you make him top tier, Lord? I thought that was funny. The Lance Stevenson line was funny to me, and the whole pacer scheme that he did after that was really dope with the recap setup and everything. I thought that was cool. Then towards the end, I don't know if he didn't have any more bars or if he just decided to freestyle the rest of it. So that whole thing leading up to the whole you got flowers on your shirt and that's how I'm gonna bury you, I was just like, the fuck, Clips? Like, you didn't have nothing else better to end with? It was ugh. Anyway, yeah, so judging that second, I had to give it to Tay Roc. I just felt like, again, he out-rapped you, my nigga. Gun bars or not, he out-rapped you. So we get into the third, the dessert associative wordplay. I liked a lot from Tay Roc. I thought that the scheming in that and the associative wordplay in that were really cool. Having a hard time with Magic, I thought that was dope. That whole Donald Sterling thing was nice. The Malaysian airline plane missing, I liked. Hitting both bitches at the same time, like I'm Stevie J, I thought that was dope. Docs through the autopsy and see the gas still stuck in you, I thought that was nice. Siamese and the Chinese line was just alright to me. The Verizon fire those bullets and travel at high speed, I like that. Fuck what room he in, we shooting up the whole crib, I thought that was a really hot line. The Hitman shit was funny as hell to me. The whole ending with the calamine lotion punch was nice. DNA will ask what your dentures for, I thought that was funny. The back shots epidural line I liked. Whatever remains in Clip going and Clips remains, I thought was dope. Just all of those Clips flips at the end were tough. And I liked the whole Vine and World Star line as well. Strong third from Tay Roc. Again, we get into Charlie's third and the setups with the old bars. Again, it's like you took so much time with this setup to get into the bars that you actually had. It was just meh. I mean, I understand, you know, the whole ending it with these are the bars that killed you in 08. You might think they whack, but nigga, I killed him with these back in 08. It was funny, but at the same time, it's like, eh. The handsome not cute thing was cool. The long can, the whole Lime-A-Rita thought juice thing I thought was funny. The Applebee's setup was predictable, but it was clever as hell, even though we kind of knew it was coming. The Ray J hit it first thing was alright. The Day Day Baby thing was alright. The Saved by the Bell shit was really, really dope. And there was some freestyle in there that I liked. You could kind of tell the Living Single thing might have been a bit off the cuff in places, so I really dug that. The Slick Rick line that he had was dope, and the female rapper scheme that he did I really enjoyed as well. But overall, he just came a bit light in this third as well, and the way that it just ended so lightly. So overall, I gotta say that what made Clips in my mind lose this battle was just the fact that he sort of started to come lighter and lighter as the rounds progressed. His strongest round was his first, his weakest round was the third. I've gone back and forth a lot on that first round, but just right now where I'm at, I would either give this to Tay Roc a straight 3-0 or 2-1, giving the first round to Clips because it was really, really close. Like I said, when I scored it, I pretty much edged that round to him. One thing that I gotta say though is something that I would like to see in the future from both of them is I would love to just see Clips put in more work. Like, I'm hoping that versus Daylight he doesn't just joke, and I would see why he would be prone to do that because there's a good chance that Daylight might come not seriously neither. But from Clips, I would just love to see him really put some work and like really go to work on a nigga because you know he's capable of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, his light shit goes hard, so you can only imagine if he really went to work on a nigga. And Tay Roc, it's the same issue with him on every battle. I feel like Tay Roc lyrically is so unique, but he's so unique in only one area, and that's in gun bars. So I would just hope to see a lot more versatility in him as far as subject matter. I would love to see him use angles a hell of a lot more. But like I said, if you're the type of rapper that raps a certain way and it works for you and the formula works, you know what they say, if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. But I would just love to see those sorts of adjustments made between the two of them. But overall, like I said, this was a really, really good battle to watch. Definitely a classic. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I've watched it, God, more than enough times at this point, and each time I still really, really enjoy it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And let me know how you scored this battle down in the comment section below. As always, thumbs up this video and like it if you liked it. Thumbs it down if you didn't. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see y'all in my next video. Peace.